After completing my custom LEGO Air Force One, it became inevitable that I would have to make a LEGO Marine One to go with it. My Marine One model is built to the same scale as my Air Force One and is a 1/40th scale replica of the VH-3D helicopter that is primarily used as Marine One. Marine One is based off of the Sea King design and is converted for use by the President of the United States. The VH-3D Marine One entered service in 1978 and is currently still in use today. The very first Marine One was the Sikorsky UH-34 Seahorse that flew under President Eisenhower in 1957. Marine One is the call sign used whenever the President of the United States is on board any aircraft that is under the control of the Marine Corps. Marine One always flies in a protective formation with other identical helicopters in order to provide security to the President and to make it harder to target the aircraft that the President is flying in. This protective formation can often have as many as 5 helicopters flying in it at any given time. My model has a full interior, functioning air stairs, folding blades, and is fully modular. To add to the fun, the props are able to spin to add a little bit more playability to the model. The blades on this model can fold to make the build a little bit easier to store. This feature was inherited from the Sea King, which had to have folding blades in order to be able to be stored on aircraft carriers. This feature also helps Marine One to be transported on the C-5 Galaxy cargo plane for when the President needs to travel internationally. The folding blades make this an ideal model to display on a shelf and can make the build easier to store or transport. Both of the fold-out air stairs can be extended on this helicopter in order to give the minifigs access to the inside. For us big figs, the roof of the helicopter can be removed in order to provide access to the interior of the helicopter. Once the roof is removed, you can see the full extent of the interior of this model. On the port side is the President's chair, and on the starboard side is where the other passengers would sit. We can currently see that Marine One is transporting a very important person. At the very front, you can see the tight cockpit that can fit 2 pilots. If you look very closely, you can see a couple of control sticks for the pilots. I have been intending on building this helicopter ever since I originally built my Air Force One model. I'm still unsure whether I'll build 4 more of these helicopters to complete the formation, or if I'll just call it a day at 1. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed this build, and if you want to know how this is built, then be sure to check out the speed build at the end of this video. Thanks for watching.